And here is group number 3. So if you chose group number 3 for the June predictions, what we're doing is it's going to be a little bit different, group number 3, than what I did with the June predictions. So what we are looking at is we are looking at the past, the present, and the future for the month of June. So this was the past few months. This is the present now, whenever you're watching this. And then this future is going to be for June. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at some of the oracle cards. I have tarot, animal tarot that's right here that I have already shuffled. I am not going to be pre-shuffling this. I'm just going to pull them on camera, basically pull them out and see what we are looking at for the past, present, and future of June, for group number 3. So we're just going to go ahead and start. Take a look here. Oh, let me turn this around. So we have the minstrel. So let your intentions be known. So what this is kind of showing me, group number 3, is that if you chose this for the prediction, for the pick a card, this is showing that in the past you had to let your intentions be known. If you were hiding who you were. The minstrel is also interesting to me because what I look at that as a talented person, someone who is musically inclined, someone who is talently, that's not even a word, talented in music, in writing, in song, in poetry, whatever the situation is. And you were talented in those areas, but it seems to be that your true intention or things that you thought were going to work out for you in the past just kind of didn't. So you were not letting the truth kind of be known in the past because you were probably afraid of how that would look or how that would be indicated. So that is basically the past of what we're looking at here. We have also too, so this is Eleonora's falcon. So this is an air sign situation. So Capricorn and Aquarius, we could look at this as the King of Swords. Big decisions require the leadership skills of a king. Take control and organize those around you. So this is a perfect indication to me of one of two things. One, in the past, you were not letting your true talents be known. Two, you have to kind of take up that swords energy. So that mental, intellectual, wisdom approach, the kind of cold and calculating situation that you need to mentally get through something that is challenging. Now, again, we're going to take a look at the tarot and see exactly what is going on here, because to me, group number 3, it's a little bit elusive as to what were you not being honest about, or what were you not making your intentions be known. And with this, it's kind of showing that you have to have that skillfulness to kind of move forward. So if you were hiding something, or if you were not comfortable with exposing something, a truth in the past, that had to be known in order to move forward. So we're going to see for June and the present, how has that changed? Have you made things known? Have you, changed your outlook with that King of Swords energy? Because King of Swords, you got to understand, is the master of intellect, of mental capacity, of wisdom, of, being able to handle our emotions, as well as the mental capacity that we have to balance both of them out. So that air energy, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra energy, should be present within you, or very much so that you can balance the mental and emotional out, group number 3. Boy, we got a lot of medieval times things happening here. We got the minstrel, and now we have the maiden. So a new relationship blossoms. Okay, group number 3, let me just say this right now. Basically, here's what's happening. I am seeing with this maiden card something very important. So what is happening is that group number 3, unlike group number 1, who was very different than yourself, in the sense that they were looking for a new relationship, but they were doing it in such a way that was alluring. With you, it's a little bit different, group number 3, because in the present right now, you have been watching from afar, and I can tell you this because I'm feeling this from spirit, that you have been watching from afar a new relationship, a new person. So in the past, you have noticed this person, you have seen this person, but you have not been able to communicate fully with this person of your feelings, or your intentions. Now, the other thing about this also too is that you have not taken the lead in this, so you have not told this person or the significant other that you did want to start a new relationship, that you did want to start a new situation. Now, if you were single in this situation, you also were not letting your own intentions be known for what you were looking for in a relationship. Thus, in the present moment, and probably through June, a new relationship is going to come up that allows you to have that situation in the future, group number 3. So let's take a look and see what this Ibiza Tarot says. So we have the orange tree, which is of earth. So we have Leo and Virgo energy. Okay, perfect example of going into June, July. Then we have that whole August with Leo, and then Virgo season right after. So if you are watching this now, this is going to be for June, the June predictions. What I'm also predicting is that this new relationship, this new romance, could also be blossoming in that time from August all the way to September. So that could be a possibility. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, which could also be the type of person that you are looking for. So that's a very money-oriented, abundance, manifesting person who is very loving, is very caring, is very sensual. That's either a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. So we have find your loyal supporter, one with determination, patience, and common sense. Amen. Group number 3, that's what you're looking for. You are looking for that person who you can have that relationship with. So that is literally that new romance, that new relationship of what you are looking for, group number 3. If you have found this person and you have not made your intentions known, we're going to see a little bit of why that is, group number 3, but you really need to start, voicing your opinions, voicing what you think is happening. Do not wait for this person to come and approach you. It might be in your best interest to approach them in a different way, or in just speaking to them, seeing what has happened, because I have a feeling, group number 3, that you guys are doing a lot of mind games with yourself. You're kind of talking things out. You're going through things. You don't know what this person's going to say or feel. So it's almost like you're playing out the initial encounter in your mind. But the thing is that spirit is guiding you towards this for a purpose, group number 3, and you need to know what that purpose is. But the thing is you need to think about reality versus fantasy. How is this going to play out if you do approach it and you do say what you feel, you do tell this person what is going on? I mean, the common sense thing is very important there, because you will never know what is truly going to be said, group number 3, until you speak it aloud, until you approach the situation and give that person a chance to respond to you, which is exactly what is going to happen in June. So we have the Chimera, which is imagination clouds your judgment. What was I just talking about? Fantasy versus reality. Very, very important shape-shifting creature. Again, from medieval times, around that time period. So we have a lot of that going on here. The medieval situation. So the Chimera, what I was mentioning from this to this, group number 3, was the very fact that you can be having, you could be having this conversation in your head of how you're going to approach this person, but in reality, what you are feeling about this person and what your fantasy is about this person is very, very different than the reality. So spirit is just allowing you to kind of think for yourself, approach the person, use common sense, but also too, don't allow your imagination to cloud your judgment about this person or about this initial attraction that you do have for them. See, and again, we got the moon here. So very important. The moon is a powerful tarot card. We have the Pisces energy here, which is highly psychic, highly intuitive. So keep your eyes open, double check everything. Things may be hidden from you. So we have righteousness and humility. Perfect example of what I was explaining with the situation of you playing it out in your mind, group number 3. And in June, you're really going to be tested on what is the truth. Is your imagination clouding your judgment? Is the moon, which is a very important tarot card, is because the moon kind of depicts that Piscean energy, that intuitive energy, that mysterious, alluring energy where not everything is as it seems. And the moon only shines light on half of a picture, half of an image, half of an object. We are only seeing a light illuminated. We are not seeing the sun, which is a full burst of energy, which is a full look at light, and we're seeing the image clearly. The moon is casting shadows on what you think you know versus what you would know if you did approach and let your actual feelings be known. So in June, definitely work on seeing something for what it is, accepting it at face value, and then moving forward at that time. Do not allow your judgment to be clouded by things that you think you know, but in reality you don't, group number 3. So we're going to see how this kind of plays out here. Oh, look at him, the Emperor. So you basically had structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take on a leadership role as you have much wisdom to offer. You know, what's so interesting is that we talk about in the past that you had to approach it like the King of Swords, that very strong, divine, masculine energy, because you were a leader. So if that is the case and you had to let your intentions be known to someone or something, this could have been with a career, this could have been with a person, you have the power with that Emperor card. You were able to make precise decisions, group number 3. You kind of need to kind of come out of the background. It's almost like as if you are in a play and you're the supporting character, but in reality you should be the lead role. So this whole disconnect here of you being pushed to the shadow area or the back area is a little ridiculous, because you should be moving yourself forward. You have that leadership quality. You just have to let your intentions be known, and clearly we can see that with the Emperor and how that kind of that abundance could move you forward if you would just say how you truly felt when you truly felt it. And do not apologize, group number 3, do not apologize for what you truly feel. I can hear in my mind and see in spirit that you all really do apologize a lot for what you think, what you feel, something that could go wrong. And you don't need to do that, because you just have to accept that this is the way that karma and spirit has done this for you, and just use that Emperor energy because you are a leader and you need to come forward a little bit more. Okay, so we have the Empress, and Rabbit. So time to take action, to hop into action. Use your natural creativity to bring forth prosperity and success in your life. So we clearly have here, with this whole thing about letting your intentions be known, taking that energy upon itself to balance out the Emperor and the Empress energy, to balance out the divine feminine and divine masculine energies. You have to take the leap. You have to take that chance, group number 3. And you've taken that chance in the past. You've been presented with that. You have to take the chance, be it new relationships, new friendships, new love. You have to take that chance. You have to let this person know how you feel. Let this group of people know how you feel. Let this situation where if you are starting a new friendship, let them know. This sort of thing, you have to take action at some point because you have that leader quality in you. And it looks like in the past you were called to action and to let your true intentions known. Now we also have the High Priestess, which is interesting because we have the High Moon card, or the Moon over here. We have the Moon here with the High Priestess. So this whole situation, group number 3, moving into June is definitely inspirational. It's definitely psychic. It's a karmic connection, whatever is happening here. So you need to speak to either this person, the new love interest, whatever the situation is. You have got to take this chance because there is a reason why this is happening. So we have, this is a time to pursue and reflect, not to take action. Trust in your spiritual gifts, as nothing is hidden from your divine intuition, which is just explaining that if you do take action, in which I have a feeling that maybe you possibly have, that this was all part of a divine process, a divine intuition, a divine new beginning. This was meant to happen. Spirit, all that you could become, all that you are with the High Priestess, could bring you onto this journey. And then you obviously have the new relationship blossoming because you are where you needed to be. And of course, we have a lot of major arcana here. We have the Magician. So there is magic in the air. You can manifest everything you need to be successful. And that is so true. So in this new relationship, in your new relationship, either with you, within yourself, with another individual, you have the makings of greatness. You have all of the tools. The Magician carries all of the tools in the minor arcana. You have all of the tools that you need to be successful moving forward. Do not let what you are imagining in your head to be the truth play out as it should, because of the fact that you have all of the gifts, group number 3, and you're realizing that in your present moment. You have more gifts than even you realize at times, and that can be so frustrating because you're thinking to yourself, well, I see it playing out in this way, but it's not playing out the way that it should. And that's because it's not divine timing. You are not using all of your gifts in the situation, be it love, romance, or career. You are not letting your truth shine through. And it sounds to me, group number 3, that if you did choose this, you're very powerful personalities. So for the June prediction, it might be best to work on what are your strengths. What can you offer to someone this leadership role? What can you do to let this other person know yourself? Anything, let them know that like you are on to this person, you are on to this situation, you are on to this new relationship, and you just want to find the truth, the answers of what that could bring. We have the Queen of Winter, which is experienced, self-sufficient, brilliant, and funny. All your life experiences have prepared you. See, I told you this was karma. Have prepared you for this moment of truth. The truth is coming out. It's time to declutter your home, clear away situations that aren't working for you anymore, and disengage from people who create more drama than happiness. Yes. So if this situation, if this new relationship that's blossoming is causing other people to kind of create this drama, create this situation, don't back down, group number 3, from all of your gifts, from your true intentions, because it's showing that you need to get rid of the people in your life who are not going to do you any justice, who are not going to help you get rid of what they think you should have. And you need to move on in a way that you yourself are not becoming the drama king or queen, that you yourself are not getting involved in all of the drama, and you are just being real, stating what the truth is, and moving forward. We have the Prince of Winter, so get ready for progress to speed up. The situation requires you to choose logic. Okay, so we talked about the Swords energy. Logic and intellect over emotion, and make your decisions quickly. Okay, so this is a perfect example of what we talked about with the High Priestess, with the leadership energy, with the Swords energy, with the Eleanor's Falcon, we have that type of swords energy. So in this situation, group number 3, in the present, you are going to be called upon to make this quick decision mentally. Okay, somebody might offer you something. You might need to go into this new relationship because you are just feeling so intuitively strong about it that you can't ignore that voice anymore. You're going to be going right into the present, right into June. So this quick decision needs to be made emotionally, intellectually and free of emotion. It has to be a mental decision in order to get you to this point. So with June, imagination could be clouding your judgment because, again, it has to be a mental decision, a truth decision, a fact-finding decision. Why, you ask? Because the moon is not going to show that truth, and that truth needs to be made real, which is why Spirit is letting you know, group number 3, that there is going to be shadows, there is going to be doubt. So this quick decision that you are making could possibly be to approach the situation in the way that you can let your intentions be known, and thus shedding light on the whole situation and not just the moon creating that one image. The Fool, the Dreamer. So you are starting a new adventure, one free, and take the leap. You got to take the leap. I feel so strongly, group number 3, whatever you are asking about, whatever question it is for June that you are trying to predict, you have to take the leap. You have to approach the situation and see it clearly for what it is in order for this new beginning for you to start. And the first way that that starts is by asking either the person involved in the situation, the new lover romance. You have to just take that initial step and ask. We have everything's going to turn out great. Projects will be seemingly successful. Exciting new career opportunities are possible, and money or resources that come your way will be invested wisely. So here is the case here, group number 3. If you let the truth come in, and if you don't let everything cloud your judgment, then you can have success. If you just simply ask, don't play out the situation in your head. Ask the person, ask for a career or a job, fill out the application, ask the person out on a date. It's just that simple. Do not let your imagination, your fears, your inadequacies, your anxiety to cloud the fact that you have to find that success, that happiness, that path, group number 3. And I have a sense in June, you're going to do it. You're going to move on. So we have, you will be given advice that's both, see what did I just say, both practical and creative, and it should be followed precisely. Focus only upon the positive in every situation, or focus on the person. So group number 3, there is your answer. If you need to ask someone something, if you need to let your true intentions be known, if you need to ask for a career or job, or apply for a career or job, or if you have to start a new romantic relationship with someone, it's very simple. You have to either ask the person out on a date, go for a job interview, focus on one thing at a time and just focus on that person. But then also to ask the right questions. Ask the right questions to get the right answer. So I have a feeling in June that is going to be occurring for you, group number 3, that you are going to be getting the right answers to the questions that you are asking. So group number 3, I hope that this did help you. Please, if you can, like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me to know what future pick a card readings I should be doing. Also, if you haven't seen my Destiny Pick a Door video for the pick a card reading, please go check that out on my channel. That could also help a little bit with answering questions about love, career, and life. So definitely check that out. And also, group number 3, I hope that you have a good rest of your June, and I hope to see and talk to you soon.